Welcome to ConnectHooks, your premier Salesforce integration tool. Powered by secure native webhooks, we provide a direct, reliable bridge for your data. Our visual drag-and-drop interface is incredibly easy to use, letting you map complex JSON to Salesforce objects in seconds, no coding required. ConnectHooks makes your integration seamless and powerful. In this video, we'll walk through the entire process, from the initial one-time setup to creating and testing a webhook that maps a complex JSON payload with a parent-child relationship directly into Salesforce. Let's begin. We'll start on the Salesforce homepage. First, I'll open the App Launcher and search for the ConnectHooks app to get started. We'll go to ConnectHooks config page. The first time you use the app, there's a simple one-time configuration to complete. Step 1. First, we set up a Salesforce public site to establish a secure entry point. Step 2. Next, we select our newly created site from the pick list in the app. Step 3. Now we assign the necessary permission sets to the site guest user. Step 4. In this step, we set up a dedicated files library to organize incoming data. Step 5. This feature is enabled by default to store every mapped JSON file for a complete audit trail. Step 6. We now generate a unique System API key, a one-time process for your org. Step 7. Finally, we create a specific webhook by giving it a name and generating its unique endpoint. With the one-time setup complete, let's create a new webhook for our demo. I'll click New Webhook, and let's name this one Account and Contact Webhook. It's important to make sure both the active and enable JSON storage options are checked. They're on by default, which is perfect. It means our webhook will be live immediately and will also save a copy of every request for our records. We'll leave them as is and click Save. With that saved, our webhook is ready to be configured. Now we'll head over to the Mapping UI. I'll select the Account and Contact webhook we just created and click Load Mapping. Let's go to full screen for a better view. The interface is simple. On the left, we'll load our incoming JSON data, and on the right, we'll map that data to our Salesforce objects. I'll browse and upload our sample JSON file. As you can see, ConnectHooks instantly visualizes the JSON schema. This file contains an account as the parent object and contact as the child object. Now let's set up the Salesforce side. Under Objects and Fields, I'll add a new object and search for Account. The account name field is here by default. To map it, I just drag the name element from the JSON on the left and drop it into the matching field on the right. It's that simple. Now let's add the rest of the account fields: type, industry, and annual revenue. Now I'll quickly map the remaining values, dragging from the JSON and dropping them into their correct fields. Next, let's handle the child relationship. I'll click Add Child Object and search for Contact. The last name field is already here, so I'll drag and drop the value from the JSON. Then I'll add the email field and map that as well. With our parent and child objects fully mapped, I'll click Save. Now it's time to test our endpoint. Back in ConnectHooks config, I'll find our webhook and click Show Endpoint to get the unique URL. We'll use Postman to send a live request to our new endpoint. I'll create a new post request and paste in the URL. For security, ConnectHooks requires an API key in the header. I'll add the key XAPI, then pop back to ConnectHooks to copy the system API key and paste it into the value field in Postman. Finally, in the body, I'll select Raw and JSON and paste in our actual JSON payload. Let's send the request. And we get a success message. This means ConnectHooks has received and processed our data. Now for the moment of truth. Let's go back into Salesforce, open the Sales app, and look at our accounts. And there it is. The new account has been created instantly. Let's open it to check the details. And as you can see, all the fields we mapped, type, industry, and revenue, are filled in correctly. Now what about the child contact? I'll click on the Related tab, and under Contacts, the new contact record has been created and automatically linked to this account. And that's it. In just a few minutes, we used a simple drag-and-drop interface to configure a secure endpoint that automatically creates both parent and child records in Salesforce from a complex JSON payload. No code, no hassle. That's the power and simplicity of ConnectHooks. For more information, visit our website, accelerants.com/ConnectHooks. Thanks for watching.